Hello and welcome to Sovereign Tower. This is a game where you play a round table management RPG. Yeah, that's what it is. And you kind of have to decide on a number of things. Sovereign mode is also Iron Man mode, and we're going to be enabling that straight away. And now what we can do is we're going to be managing our very own magical tower in a very story-rich narrative experience. And basically what you can do is you can recruit eccentric knights, assign quests, and of course, as I said, it's a round table, so you're gonna be, seeing a lot of familiar faces potentially. So let's see what happens. Hello, Your Grace. We're in a bit of a pickle. What's going on? Our crops were, vandalized. Our wheat stalks are bowed, forced into strange circular patterns. We're a bit lost. Can you lend us a hand? Ah, classic children's prank, I know it well. Here's a little royal help, so we can give him a little bit of money, I suppose. Or we can do this. Must be of magical origin. I shall send a mystic knight. So technically we could do that if we wanted to. The crops are being targeted by an occult magic. A knight skilled in exorcism must intervene immediately. I'm gonna just go a classic children's prank. We're gonna send that. You're sure about this? Hope you're right, but thanks, it'll help. Hey, Your Grace, how are you? Her question ends in a small squeak of panic. Because we, at the Magical Academy, we might have, how to put it? You blew up another laboratory? I'm sorry, okay? It's not that, it's, we accidentally released one of our poltergeists into the wild. But honestly, he's mostly harmless, well, except for the crops. He's got a thing against grain. Don't ask me why. I'll send someone. Okay. Yeah, I'll send someone to exercise it. Thanks, Your Grace. Your Grace, we're facing a terrible shortage. Our bakers are running out of wheat. Use buckwheat instead. It's better anyway. Or we'll use our personal wheat reserves to support the affected regions. I'm going to say use buckwheat instead. Well, guess that'll have to do. My sweet highness, please forgive me for my slight delay. You won't believe, Your Grace. We absolutely do not have time for such trivialities. We need to talk now. The situation is serious, Your Grace. How fares my favorite knight? But I am your only knight, Your Grace. All the others went off to fight. Those weren't just rumors, Your Grace. The Kingslayer is back, and it is not alone. It is heading towards us this very moment, dragging an army of the dead in its wake. His words trail off, as though the Kingslayer's icy hand were already closing around his throat. What should we do, Your Grace? Stay calm and evacuate the occupants, or I'll deal with him myself. Leave now. I'll deal with him myself. But, Your Grace, what about you? I said go. This is an order from your sovereign. Very well, Your Grace. Be careful, I beg you. I have no idea what I've just agreed to. Erman the Wise. You pierced the veil of Arcana that no hand was meant to find, only to offer the void a heart already withered and unkind. I know why you are here, but I shall not give in, or the Empire will take us all. This holy seat grants your shadow no spark of grace. Return to the frigid soil with the rest of your renegade race. Farewell. May the next soul finally prove worthy. Am I dead? Did I just die instantly? I think I died instantly. 100 years have passed since the fall of Erman the Wise at the hands of the impious Kingslayer. Since then, the White Tower of Briege has become nothing more than a lifeless relic. Having lost its fortress, the Kingdom of Britannia once again finds itself under threat from the Angalor Empire, just as it did in ages past. For centuries earlier, the Empire was already preparing to devour these lands. After fierce battles, fate seemed sealed and defeat inevitable. Until, out of mercy, the gods bestowed the Tower. This tower granted unparalleled strength to its knights and an inexhaustible wellspring of magic to its sorcerers. But of all these gifts, the most fearsome was that bestowed upon its sovereign. There we go. It was the power to foresee the future. 100 years have passed since the people of Britannia have awaited the coming of a new sovereign, the chosen one who would awaken the ancient Tower of Briege once more. And it seems their prayers are finally about to be answered. For far from the royal court, in a humble country church, a wandering leper awoke to the sound of flames and chaos. Screams and the crackle of flames surround you, spreading the sound of death. Through the shattered stained glass, you see armored figures moving frantically and bearing an emblem that you do not recognize. A cry of terror rises from outside. "Run! The Knights of the Empire are here! It must be one of them!" You hear one of the armored figures shout, their voice trembling. Dense black smoke floods every corner of your dwelling. You rush toward the entrance, but a flaming wall collapses with a roar and seals off the main exit. The ceiling groans, releasing a rain of ash. The entire structure threatens to cave in at any moment. Amidst this blazing chaos, as you desperately search for another way out, your eyes meet those of a panicked cat. Follow the cat and trust its instincts to find another way out. You miraculously escaped unharmed, and the cat seems to be fine. Just as you start to feel better in the fresh air outside, the dull thud of iron-shod boots echoes around the corner. A cry, raw with pure rage, tears through the roar of the inferno. "Is anyone there?" Meow with precision. No one can tell you're not an actual cat. It worked. I just did the funniest thing I could. The knight has turned back, and you breathe a sigh of relief as you hear the sound of his boots gradually fading away. But as you approach to trail him from a distance, you watch in horror as he reaches for a child trying to flee. Taunt the knight. He should be picking on a leper. You, instead of a toddler, way stronger than him. Yes. The knight turns toward you and charges, consumed by rage. He hunts you down for some distance, driving you to flee until you reach the very outskirts of the village. Find a leper-shaped rock in the forest and hide behind it. This hiding place proves precarious. The knight finds you with ease and blocks your escape. Locking eyes with you, he raises his arm, ready to strike. Remove the bandage from one of your wounds and try to trip him up with it. Try hitting him with a piece of wood. Remove the bandage from one of my wounds. Your maneuver paid off and your attacker collapses heavily. Now defenseless, the Empire's warrior lies helplessly at your feet. This is your moment to act. Okay. Smash his skull in. Yes, he deserves it for trying to murder you. You run away into the darkness. Forgotten and abandoned from everything, the wretched leper was looking for salvation across the old kingdom. In despair and exhausted, a soft voice echoed in their heart, beckoning to a distant place. At the end of their journey, the poor soul finally reached the ruins of the tower, the last remnant of the once glorious kingdom of Britannia. Something akin to fate seemed to guide their path to this forgotten place. At the foot of the tower, a few nobles seemed to be arguing. Once again, the royal selection had proved to be a disappointment. The door to the tower remained closed, and the prophecy unfulfilled. Slipping through the crowd, the stranger reached for the legendary key adorning the giant lock. In their mind, the words of the prophecy echoed, "Only the true sovereign chosen by the gods shall be allowed to wield the silver key to the doors of the tower." And, for them, the door opened. From that moment on, people called them the Sovereign of the Tower. This reminds me of someone. So it was true. The words of the prophecy were true. I am Sir Arlen, guardian of this tower's remains, and I have waited all my life for the blessed day when someone would finally pass through these doors. Your Grace? And what a surprising choice from the gods. Well, a choice marked by fate, with all due respect. But I see you've already donned the traditional garb that befits the crown. As custom dictates, the anonymity of this attire shall be your protection and your salvation. Keep your identity shrouded and reveal nothing of it. All may form their own idea of what lies beneath the mask, though some, by convention, will simply refer to you as a man. You may not yet feel it in this state, but this edifice is miraculous. Within these walls, its magic suspends all affliction from its sovereign, and your illness shall no longer progress. The tower also multiplies tenfold the strength of the knights who serve its round table. Its power depends on the size of the kingdom it governs, and, granted, for now, our territory is limited to the county of Briege. But here begins the rebirth of Britannia, for only through the sovereign and the might of this edifice shall we rally our neighbors under a single banner. The further our influence spreads, the more the tower shall awaken, and the more complete it becomes. More knights may take their place at your table to share in its strength. Now pray tell me, your grace, how is it that you came to this place? I was attacked by the Empire. Yes, I was attacked by the Empire, then my steps brought me here. By all the gods! So the Empire is currently attempting to invade Britannia after all these years of relative peace? It is more than urgent than ever that we forge allies against this threat, for if they learn that the ancient White Tower of Briege has awakened... He pauses thoughtfully. The prophecy, the very one that described your arrival here, also mentioned a golden key. An artifact said to be capable of uniting the kingdoms, unlocking the tower's full potential, and who knows, perhaps curing you permanently. It's merely a legend, but after your arrival, I'm open to the wildest mysticism. At last. Welcome home, your grace. Take your rightful place upon this throne. Many labors lie ahead, to be sure, but the tower has awoken under your reign. Rest assured that it will soon regain its former splendor and magic. Good morning, your grace. It looks like the tower has finally awakened for good. No more candidates in a trance, screaming dubious incantations at its doors or relentlessly drumming on its walls. To tell you the truth, I still can't quite believe it. But here we are. The man before you looks like he'd stand frozen forever just to prove he's that loyal to you. If you permit me, your grace, I would be delighted to inform you of what to expect in the coming days. With pleasure, sure. Your new subjects are quite eager to have someone in charge again and will come to you for help and guidance on various matters. Some of these requests may require you to take action, and the knights you've recruited at the round table will help you do that. Be forewarned, though. They may serve you, they may not feel inclined to carry out your every order. It would do you well to learn their preferences to avoid future headaches. Well then, that is all for now. Let me introduce you to your very first knight. She is on her way and quite capable. She also happens to be my dear niece. But I take no responsibility for her punctuality whatsoever. I am terribly sorry. I got lost on the way here. I am Lady Angelica of Clovermont, your grace. Okay, welcome to the round table. Thank you, your grace. I won't say who my favorite is just yet. We'll see. Whilst we have just met, I must trouble you with a request. Just a small one, really. But I couldn't sleep a wink last night. The tower is quite cold and kind of scary, you see. Do you think I could bring a cat to lighten the mood a bit? My dear niece, you told me your request was of the utmost importance. But it is just a tiny cat. I mean, until the dusting and arranging are complete. Of course. Someone will assist you to make your room more comfortable as well. Oh, thank you very much, your grace. I will name the cat after you. I should not keep your audience waiting and take my leave then. Ah, your grace. Was really looking forward to meeting you. Karina, blacksmith. You see, I might need your help finding my smithing hammer, which might have dropped out from my carriage in the totally not creepy forest between Milkford and Clovermont. Dropped or lost? No, not lost. Just temporarily mislaid. For 2 years. Curious to know how you stayed fit after 2 years without hitting the iron. Hellish calisthenic exercises, Your Grace. You have no idea how wonderful it is to channel overflowing physical energy such as mine. I could teach you a movement or two when you have some time. Either way, I heard that you're hiring a bunch of knights for your round table. My hammer can restore relics to their rightful state. That might interest you, right? All you need to do is help me find me hammer. I'll send one of my knights. Ah, thank you, Your Grace. Alright, we're gonna... gonna see if we can get that. Alright, so what do we got? What do we got? Okay, so we got the gallery. And we got this. Okay, what is this? At last, I awake from my slumber. Oh, and what a sight greets my eyes. Speaking statue. And mine also, such a beauty in stone. You flatter me, dear sovereign. I am the Lady of the Tower and its protector. How delightful to meet you. Long have I watched over these halls, but alas, how decrepit everything has become. It is not safe to wander too deep yet, my brave sovereign. Not the welcome you deserve. However, as I retrieve my powers, I will endeavor to restore your tower's rooms to their former glory. Your presence reawakens something in me. Will I be graced to see your lovely face again? Whatever you wish, dear sovereign. Now that you've stirred me from my slumber, believe me, there are many doors that can be opened. I shall always be waiting for you here when you finish your day's duties, dear sovereign. The Lady of the Tower allows you to unlock new rooms for the tower, giving you access to new features. New rooms can be unlocked by recruiting particular servants. Unlock a new room. Nothing is available, unfortunately, right now. Alright, so we got the map room right here. Let's go there. Welcome, Your Grace. I'm going to give him a different voice now, because everyone has a similar voice now, yes. So he's going to sound like this from now on. From here, you may issue actions that affect the world beyond these walls, invite notable individuals to your court, or send aid to villages struck by disaster, for example. I'm not quite sure if there's anything available right now, but, well, it never hurts to check. And if nothing else, you may always admire the map. A fine piece of cartography, if I may say so myself. Alright, so from the map room you can open the world map and perform some specific actions through it. Audience requests allow you to invite a character to the tower on the next audience phase. Knights that were asked to come back later can be invited back through an audience request. If a location has been damaged following the failure of a quest, you can repair this location from the world map in the map room. Let's open the map up and actually have a look-see. Wow, this is pretty large. Can I move this around? I can zoom in, but I don't think I can. Can I move it around somehow? Is there some way that I can move it? No. Doesn't seem like it. This is... How can I... I can't move this. Can I move this somehow? I don't seem to be able to actually move it that much. Okay, well, whatever the case, we do have a number of places here, as you can see. The question is, we are there. We are here. Yes, we are here. Okay. Yeah, so there are no requests available, so it's absolutely, well, pointless right now, I suppose. And our inventory, of course, is here, and this is where we have equipment. But we don't have any equipment right now, either. So let's go to the round table. During the round table phase, you'll have the option to assign your available knights to any open quests. The assignation of a quest is locked only once you end the cycle. Before that, you can always change how you assign your knights. To succeed on a quest, there are two main factors: having enough knights and reaching the quest's stat requirement. Be aware that knight attributes, both known and unknown, will also influence the quest's outcome. You can see the tags of a knight in the glossary. You'll have to deduce where they can have a positive or negative impact based on the quest description. Quests also have a damage range, representing the minimum and maximum damage each knight can take during a quest. Some knight attributes can also increase or reduce these values. Exceptions can occur on critical successes, failures, or unexpected outcomes. Okay, so obviously we have the hammer, right? We have the hammer, and we only have one knight at the moment, and, well, we're gonna have to send her to do it. Let's do it. There it is. And we're going into the next day. And you can see there that we have our little knight traveling over there. And she's traveling back. Was she already done? That was fast. There we go. She succeeded. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, we almost actually made it to a much higher level there too. Once a quest is completed, the outcome is determined based on the knight's statistics, their attributes, and the knight's party size. The outcome of a quest will determine the experience points and gold earned, as well as the damage taken by the knights. Performing a critical or great success will increase each present knight's affinity, and performing a major failure will lower each knight's affinity. If special conditions are met, then some quests can have unexpected outcomes. An unexpected outcome can be positive or negative. And as you can see, she was successful in that I don't believe she took any damage. So let's go over to the reward. And indeed, we get a follow-up audience as well as 30 gold. There it is. Oh, we actually have a crypt. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's have a look. What's down in the crypt? Hello, Your Grace. Who's there? It's only me, Your Grace, the very humble demon of this tower. The syrupy voice, seemingly emanating from the strange padlock, slips into your ears like a trickle of warm honey. Well, what do you want from me? I was locked away in this dark dungeon long ago, Your Grace, and like all the souls of this tower, I exist only to serve you humbly. How can you serve me? My power is that of renewal and reversal, Your Grace. As your endeavors grow, bonds form and shatter, nations grow or crumble, so too shall my powers wax and wane, fed by your exploits. When you call upon me, your mistakes will vanish like dew under the morning sun, and with no world-ending price attached, of course. I've heard enough. Don't forget me, Your Grace. Take this little lock, and you shall have me at your beck and call. Soon you will find it impossible to get rid of me. He seems trustworthy. The demon power allows you to go back to any previous cycle of the current act, whilst keeping all knowledge acquired so far, including knights, tags, and preferences, and quest requirements. You will also keep your current sovereign archetype's progress. This may also unlock new dialogue options for specific events of the questline you've already started to explore. Note that after returning to a previous cycle, the audiences that you will get may be different. You can see how many times you've used the demon power in the sovereign menu. So we have time travel. That's actually insanely cool. That is very, very fun. Okay, so the question is, where do we want to go now? She has something to say to us. Kitty, kitty, please come down. The head cook won't be pleased to find you up there. The girl is trying to coax down a kitten curiously wandering amongst the kitchen's spice shelves. Oh, Your Grace, have you come for a drink or perhaps a snack? Well, that's a cute little fellow. She is an animal lover, of course, as you might have expected. Look at those little black paws. Thank you so much for letting me bring a cat here. I named him after you, you know. No, Sovereign, get away from this flower bag at once. Oh, no. Meow. Good luck cleaning up the flower. Oh, of course, Your Grace, the floor will be as clean as a whistle. That is hilarious. Okay, so do we have any audiences? I'm actually not entirely sure. Shall we go and see? I highly doubt we have any. Oh, no. Oh, we have a load. Okay, never mind. I actually did not realize we had so many. We've got... oh, wow. Okay, yeah, we've got a load of people right here. Let's talk to Arnold first. Hello, allow my crystal clear voice to caress your delicate ears. I am Arnold, representative of Belthorn, noble region of the county of Groveshire, renowned for its exceptional hunters and its fine, exquisitely soft silks, sometimes even almost affordable. The Count of Groveshire has tasked me with meeting you as part of an idiomatic mission, of course. Indeed. Oh, move, you silk rag. It's me you've been waiting for, Damien, official emissary of Mavignac from the county of Gavolt. And I too have a message, but bigger and more urgent than theirs. Oh, where was I? I have been asked to come to you to... Oh, shut up, kid. Your Grace, respectfully, you really shouldn't listen to those snobby Groveshire people. Those puny fools. Allow me to reply. It is not appropriate to give credence... And do dare talk about gastronomy. And you claim to represent a civilized country when you haven't even bothered to mask your traveler's odor? Well, yes, one at a time, please. That won't be possible. The only thing the two of us agree on is that the other one has to go. Unfortunately, I agree on this point. If you listen to anyone, it can only be me. Okay, so I'm a country bumpkin. Go on, Damien. I'm a snob. I'm listening to you. Okay, what are we going for? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm a country bumpkin. Let's go for it. Very well. I will inform the Count of Groveshire of your brilliant decision, and I wish your noble nostrils even well. There we go. Thanks, Your Grace. He clears his throat loudly before continuing. Our Countess Matilda has therefore requisitioned me to represent our county with dignity before proposing an alliance to you. An alliance at the cost of your help regarding the political situation in the county. Well, what do you mean? Matilda will come and explain the situation to you in detail. As for me, I'll just say, Your Grace, good luck. You won't be idle. All right, sounds fun. That was the writing is extremely funny in my opinion. Very, very nicely done. Sir Goberto of Neonad, Your Grace. The herald said you needed help with some monsters. You're in luck. Slaying wild beasts is my specialty. Trolls, dragons, spiders, bloodthirsty chickens. You name it. If you do me the honor of welcoming me, and indeed, we're going to get a little bit of a tutorial message here. Sometimes knights will come to ask if they can join your round table. Accepting will make them available for you to perform quests. Telling them to come back later will allow you to invite them from the map room. If you do so, they'll be present in the next cycle audience phase. Rejecting them will make them definitely unavailable. Once a knight is recruited, you can make them leave the round table in the glossary. If you do so, you will be able to call them back from the map room. Okay, so he says, if you do me the honor of welcoming me at your court, my sword will be yours. All right, let's get him. He actually only has 8 strength. He has no agility, very little charisma, no wit. Yeah, this is going to be a bit problematic, but let's take him. He's got 8 strength. He's going to be good for very strong tasks, whatever that is. Okay, let's have a look at Chester. Hello, Your Grace. Do you have any crispy dreams? I come with a matter of the highest importance. Nobody ever asks for my opinion, never ever. So I decided to give it anyway. Hope it doesn't bother you. Are you listening? Yes, no, maybe? Your ears, they look so absorbent. There's something that smells bad about the situation standing before you, both figuratively and literally. Absolutely, please continue, or what's that smell? I'm just going to say please continue. There's a goose, but not your everyday goose. A general goose, a war goose. It's taken control of the public baths. It's blocking the entrance. I haven't bathed in 15 days. Your Grace, the children cry. You must send help before this goose claims further territory. Well, yes, I'll send a knight to handle the goose immediately. Oh, thank you, Your Grace. I'll go now, slowly, sideways, so the goose doesn't see me. Sideways, and then he goes off the screen sideways. That's actually hilarious. Okay. Hello, I'm Elioth of Clovermont, your brand new official messenger from Clovermont. I bring a request from Clovermont. I think I require you to confirm one more time where you hail from. Clovermont. Oh, dang it. I'm already boring you, aren't I, Your Grace? But I promise this request is sure to interest you. The Purple of Clovermont begged me to present it to you with dignity. We lost it, actually. The sacred relic, you know, the jade one, the amethyst one. Well, a nice little rock. And it was a magpie that stole it. No need to use big words. I'll send a knight. The bells shall ring in the village to their arrival. Thank you, Your Grace. Alright, and we have Karina. Your knight nailed it. My hammer was by the river near the old mill, so it wasn't really lost after all. Nevertheless, your round table should be filling to the brim soon with knights. All we need now is a warm-hearted forge, and those rusty relics could be yours again, Your Grace. Alright, so we dealt with everyone. That's nice, at least. And we can now go to the gallery. And unlock a new room? Yes, we can unlock the forge. The tower has now been granted a new room. Anything else, Your Grace? We can't talk to her, so we will leave. Let's go to the forge. Hello, Your Grace. Thanks again for this wonderful forge. I'm still setting things up, but I have a few relics to sell. Please take a look. Alright, so we can open the shop. I got 194 gold, which is not really very much. However, as you can see right here, you can give these swords, I assume, to your knights. At least that's what I think you might be able to do. Yeah, the question is, this is obviously going to be a bit of a problem here. The question is, are we going to benefit from this in any way? I kind of want to buy the royal sword because getting an additional charisma for someone is going to be really, really useful. I don't really want to buy something that has a negative effect unless someone has a significant amount of something. Obviously, I could give this to Gilberto because he has so much strength. So, you know what? Let's buy it. Let's buy something. And then we can leave. And I think I could go to the round table now. Or, wait a minute. If I go to my inventory, what does that actually do? It just shows me what I currently have. Okay, so let's go to the round table. Okay, so we got these quests, we got the contracts. As you can see, Angelica is literally insane in comparison to Gilberto. She has 7 luck, 2 wit, 4 strength, 8 agility, and 3 charisma. Absolutely incredible. So she's doing fantastically. So I'm going to give him this sword. There we go. He's going to use that because this is going to provide him with a little bit less strength, but it does give him some agility, which I think is kind of useful. And we're going to assign him... Wait a minute, let's have a look here. What does this require? Okay. It's requiring some charisma and, well, we don't know what else it requires. That's the problem here. Oh, I kind of felt like Gilberto would be able to deal with the goose. A furious goose has seized the baths. Send a knight to convince it to stop expanding its conquest. Okay, to convince it. So I'm gonna send Angelica to do that. She's also an animal lover, so she'll probably be able to do it relatively easily, right? Hopefully. And we'll go to the bloody magpie. The magpie stole the sacred relic. Get it back. Okay. Is he gonna be able to do this? There's no way, right? Ah, a challenge designed just for me. I have a bad feeling about Mr. Gilberto, but maybe if he doesn't do a particular... Oh, there we go. They both like their assignments. Okay, they both like their assignments. I'm actually quite confident by that. That's nice. I have a bad feeling that they're... well, one of them is going to have a critical failure, potentially. Let's see. Unexpected outcome. Lady Angelica even... Lady Angelica got on very well with the goose, which helped her to understand its motivations better. The locals were delighted to see this dialogue develop. Oh, okay. An unexpected outcome, apparently. There we go. Yes, so we actually got extra stuff. And we got an unexpected outcome with him as well. Oh, he died. Oh, no. Are you serious? Oh dear. Sir Gilberto heroically climbed the ladder in hopes of retrieving the magpie's treasure before bravely missing the last step. Oh dear. Well, at least she's leveled up. I'm not actually going to use the demon's power, in my opinion. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it and see what happens. Oh, hello. Forgive me, I'm a bit... somewhere else. Her reddened eyes stare at you sadly. Are you all right? I can't believe for a friend to just be gone like that. They really... Your Grace, does it truly not affect you at all? I'm not blaming you, but this life wasn't what I was expecting. I fear that if such things continue to repeat themselves... Well, it's part of the job, unfortunately. I'm sorry to see you hurting. She leaves without saying a word. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to see her hurting, but there, I mean, she didn't know the guy that well. I'm not entirely sure. Did I mess up that badly? I mean, what was I supposed to do? Not send him to do that? I don't think he would have done a particularly good job with the goose either. to be honest. Yeah, so that's maybe a little bit of an issue. Let's go here, see if there are any additional rooms to unlock. No, nothing just yet. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Oh, what do we have here? The Sovereign menu allows you to see the current satisfaction of the different classes and the progress of the Sovereign archetypes. Increases in satisfaction with each class can unlock new dialogue options and new items in shops. Sovereign archetypes increase or decrease with your choices. Each archetype has 3 thresholds to reach, with each threshold unlocking new dialogue options. Some dialogue options are also unlocked depending on how much the archetype is increased compared to another. Alright, so the question is, do we want to actually go and use the demon power? Should I use the demon power? I don't really want to do that, to be honest. No, you know what? I'm not going to use it, okay? I'm not going to use it. I feel like not doing that. So we're going to just go to the audiences here, and we're going to see what they have to say. Greetings, Matilda of Fort Gavel, Emeritus Countess of the County of Gavel. The woman standing before you towers over like a mountain. She is as straight as a stake. A very, very intimidating stake. I ask for your indulgence in us cutting straight to the point. We are hoping for your assistance regarding the diplomatic diatribes that are currently tearing our lands apart. Okay, do you always bring your pet lion with you? Tell me more. Let me explain the situation as simply as possible. She pauses to choose her words carefully before continuing. A wind of dissent is currently sweeping through the people of Gavel, fueled by the recent and brutal assassination of the Baron of Mavignac. The mourning that has befallen our citizens has sparked a flame of rebellion in their hearts, and this rebellion now threatens not only my person, but also the authority I represent. Everything suggests that one person in particular is fueling this revolt and orchestrating this widespread chaos from the shadows. Any questions? Why are you being targeted exactly? There are rumors that the murderer is one of the knights in my employ. As for the nobleman who was murdered, he opposed our reforms and charters as well as my approach to orderly governance. You don't need anything else to see the connection. In short, you want to stifle the protest. Why not openly resolve the anger of the people? I'm going to say that. That will not solve anything. Understand that the people's complaints are futile. Neither I nor any other member of my caste ordered this assassination. I am also concerned by this loss, even though it was common knowledge that I had strong disagreements with the Baron of Mavignac. Well, how can I help you prove your innocence? Convincing the people of their representative's innocence will be all the easier once the ringleader of this movement has been stopped. The one who organizes, who sets the powder alight. Without a leader, the revolt will scatter like the same powder blown by the wind. I therefore need knights of integrity, untainted by any bias, to uncover this person's identity and arrest them. Alright, so yes, we will search. I think we are... let's see here. I think charisma. We will search among the members of the nobility. Do as you see fit, as long as you find the evidence that exonerates me. Yes, there we go. We will get there. See you soon. Sir Arlen, your grace, my greetings. Greetings, Arwena. We haven't been introduced yet, your grace. Arwena, recruited into your service by Sir Arlen a few days ago. I shall be taking care of administration, the little paperwork, and the major inconveniences. My role is essential to the proper management of this tower. And yet you didn't even think to give me a room for my belongings, Arlen. I kindly request, your grace, that you promptly make the necessary arrangements for my accommodation. In return, I might have a juicy bit of gossip or two about your knights. Thank you. I imagine we could dust a small room in exchange for her services, your grace. I've heard that you're in need of great heroes, so here I am. Sir Gwendon of Villador, the best knight in all the land. And yes, I know, it's a lot to take in. It's okay if you want to applause or to faint. I'm used to it. I have to say, I'm also used to higher standards than this smelly shack you call a tower, but it will have to do. Do not worry. With me at your round table, your little realm will very soon shine in glory. Yes, well, welcome to the round table. I expected no less. I'm already lighting this place up. I knew. I wanted him, yes, because let's face it, he's very shiny. Oi, oi, your grace. Roland at your service. I'm a sailor down in Grest. Gonna be your go-between with the folks there. Alright, formality's done, yeah? I'll skip the bowing. Any chance you folks want to might spruce up the road to Grest, you know? The one that leads up here? Ain't that far. Just 3 hours. But it'd sure help us ordinary folk. Of course, you've earned it. Oh yeah? Reckon we're good at what we do, even if you ain't really seen it for yourself? Well, thanks anyway. Yeah, well, I haven't seen it for myself, but I don't really have anything else that I can really do there, in my opinion. Your Grace, I come not with thanks, but with grief. Your knight uncovered that the goose was merely protecting her eggs, and for this people rewarded her. She now wears a little hat. The locals have declared her a hero. The children feed her grapes. Grapes, Your Grace. Well, it's a good thing. Let that mother rest with dignity. Wake up, Your Grace. Do you not see the pattern emerging? She is a feathered manipulator. Her eggs, they give off a strangely appetizing aroma. Every equine beast in the village is utterly charmed by that scent. The truth is elsewhere, Your Grace. She already has her first followers. Today she controls Milkford, and tomorrow it will be the world. Well, guards? I'm just gonna tell him to go away this time. Okay, I don't want to lose another night just because. Hello, Your Grace. I am the sister of Sir Coberto of Neonet, Your Grace, and... Her voice catches on a sob. We did indeed learn of his tragic death last night. He was a pleasant and diligent knight. He talks as if he had to jump from rock to cross a stream. You'll honor his memory, won't you? He was one of Almore's greatest warriors. Yes, of course, we shall celebrate him with all the dignity that his talent demanded. He now seems to be crossing that same torrent on his tiptoes with burning stones to boot. Isn't that right, Your Grace? Of course, he shall be deeply missed. The young girl disappears in a flood of tears. I mean, it is sad, don't get me wrong, it is sad, but I did send him on one mission, and, well, unfortunately, he didn't manage to do very well. We've got an intendancy, the new room. And we cannot speak to the statue any further. Let's have a look at the intendancy. What is that? Ah, yes, that is the woman here. Hello, Your Grace. Perhaps you wish to hear some gossip? Let's investigate. Shall we investigate? No, let's investigate Angelica. I assume she has something. Very well, Your Grace. We will start investigating at once. Okay, I assume she has something at the very least. Okay, so let's go to the round table. And we can... She has something for us. How do I speak to her, actually? I think I need to speak to her in some way, so I should probably go ahead and do that first of all. I think I can do that in the... Well, not in the map room. The forge? No, that's not going to help. I gave him an item and everything, which is kind of hilarious. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I can even do right now with this, but yes, as you can see, we do need charisma, luck, wit for this particular quest. So I'm assuming that she's going to do a really, really good job. Let's do it. We don't have any other quests to actually do, so I will just let her go off and do that. And she liked that, actually. She liked being sent off on this one. So let's see how she does. Wow, that's a very far distance to travel. Okay, let's see what happens. No, she didn't fail. Whew, that was close. Okay, I was really worried there for a second. After your investigations, everything suggests that the leader of the revolt is none other than the Countess's own daughter, and it is believed that she is hiding with her fellow rebels in Mavignac. Oh dear. Well, that's a bit problematic, isn't it? Okay, so Angelica leveled up to level 3, absolutely doing a great job she is. The glossary allows you to see information about your recruited knights and servants. After gaining enough experience, a knight will gain a level and you will be able to allocate 1 point in a statistic of your choice. Attributes are characteristics of your knights that can impact their behavior towards a quest. You'll have to deduce for several of them what impact they may have based on a quest's description. You can check whether your knight has a preference for certain quests. The preferences won't impact how well the knights will perform in quests, only their affinity towards the sovereign. Affinity represents how a knight currently feels about the sovereign. Increasing a knight's affinity may trigger new dialogue with them. Low affinity level may cause the knight to leave the round table. Okay, so we have 2 stat points available right here, so what we're going to do is we're going to increase her charisma, I think. As you can see, she is naive, animal lover, kind-hearted, and she likes diplomacy and scouting. She loves those tasks, so we should probably send her on those in the future. So the question is, what do we want to do? I could increase her strength a little bit more, but I think charisma is going to be the way to go. Let's do it. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so we can go into the intendancy once again, and we are getting 64 from location taxes as well. Okay. Ah, your grace, do have a cup of tea. A little bird has shared a most interesting anecdote with me. And there we go. A new attribute discovered. Fortunate. Chance of a score bonus if it grants a better outcome. There we go. We actually got that about from her. So that's very nice. Let's go and investigate Gwendon now. And let's see if we can find out some more about him, because we have no idea about him at the moment. And as you can see, we should speak to him. Stop bothering me, peasants. You are wasting my time. Now let us dance, feast, and... Isn't that my throne, Sir Gwendon? Oh, it's you, your grace. This isn't what you think. I was just wondering what the view was like here. Turns out it's not that great, if you ask me. You dared to sit on my throne, or would you like to suggest any improvements? I was wondering when you would finally think to ask for my opinion. I have plenty to suggest. Firstly, this hall is terribly dull. You should have jesters, musicians, jugglers, and poets at your court. Otherwise, how can you expect anyone to take you seriously? Back when Villador was at the height of its prosperity, we would frequently host banquets even, and valiant tournaments, day in and day out. Here, there's nothing. I'm bored. Well, tournaments, I shall think on it. I should hope so. Ah, he likes competition, as you can see right there. I have a lot of other ideas if you need my advice again. And we can speak to Angelica once more as well. And don't forget to clean your armor after each quest. I know, you've been saying the same thing for 20 years. Though it really means a lot to me that you're still looking after Eliath and me after all these years. You know, just because I chose a different path doesn't mean you stop being my little sister. Stop laughing like an idiot, and I'm really proud to see you living your dream now, to be honest. Oh, they're actually sisters. That is hilarious. All right, well, yeah, I could actually continue playing this just from the sheer fact that the writing is so sharp. I could continue playing this really, really easily for a very long time. But I am actually going to end this episode off here. If you would like to check out Sovereign Tower, it literally came out about just over a week ago. There is a link in the description. I thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.